think, on what we're looking at now, compared with Walker and Hodgson, and they're all doing the same kind of times. They're all in the 1:23. So Reynolds, he's obviously struggling, but at the moment I can't quite pick up why.
All of a sudden there was a gap, Keith. I think there must have been a moment out of sight.
Dear me.
Is that Craggill?
Marty Craggill, yeah, it's Marty Craggill, the big lanky frame of Marty Craggill. Well, he had a great a debut ride on the Team Kawasaki bike at Snellerton, dumped it in race 2 at Snellerton, and now we've got a machine failure for him. It looks like a machine failure anyway for Marty Craggill. So Craggill out. Neil Mackenzie has foxed his way past Steve Plater. Steve Plater's got a battle on his hands here. Mackenzie's still one of the fittest men in the paddock. He is up for it mentally and physically, and we've just seen that. Steve
Plater's first year on a superbike, it's worth remembering as well.
It is indeed. So we're looking at the race leader. It's Neil Hodgson now. The lead he has is 1.46 seconds from Chris Walker in second place. So Neil Hodgson on a mission.
Oh, look at Plater and Mackenzie now.
Yes, and
Hayden. Plater's just taken his place back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4th place he's grabbed back.
I tell you, I like Steve Plater. If only to listen to his laugh. He has me rolling in the aisles when he's on it. Look, he's got to play. It's a Scotsman, another Scotsman. Hislop, well, would I like to see Steve Hislop get a result in Superbikes this year? He started the season in pre-season testing.
Oh, awesome.
Absolutely awesome. No one could get near his times in Cartagena in Spain. As all light in the rear end up there was Plater on the Kawasaki. He got spat off at Snellerton and beaten up fairly badly. He obviously hasn't learned from that.
And neither's James Hayden, who looks very threatening as well in all the blue Red Bull Ducati is what I'm trying to say. Number 5.
Julian's got a tank slapper here in the commentary position. A good old motorcycling term for when you're out of control in a straight line. It should be easy, but Julian made it tough. So then, this is the battle for 4th place. With 8 laps left to go. Plater leads Mackenzie, leads Hayden, leads Hizzy, but not for long, because Hizzy trying to squeeze around the outside.
Brave.
Let me get to the bar.
We're right above Woodcote Corner and watching him from this angle.
Oh, Mackenzie!
Yes!
Good on you. That'll make you proud. So, through goes Neil Mackenzie. He is, I'll tell you what, the enthusiasm this guy has for racing. You know, you'd think it would... Oh! It might run out after that. I was going to say, it might run out. I don't think so. So, Plater the young go. Oh, Mackenzie comes back at him.
Nice one, Neil. Oh, Neil!
A bit more of it through Ireland. Thank you very much. Well, he's not from Glasgow, but that was nearly a Glaswegian kiss, wasn't it?
Calm down, Neil.
Take that. On the back from Hoyk. You've got another Isle of Man resident now, moving across borders.
Isle of Man superhero, of course.
Of course.
Watch for Hayden.
Oh, Hayden has an... Oh! Hayden nearly rams the side of Neil Mackenzie. That will go down well. Uh-oh. Down goes... That's Crawford. John Crawford is down. So then, the battle for 4th. 22 is Steve Plater, still holding out James Hayden. Oh, dear me, here we go.
Here's trouble.
Indeed, in droves.
Number 34 is the man, that's Chris Wilson from Aberdeen, who's about to get the 4th place
treatment.
He is. They've got him now on the straight. All of them have got him, and now there's absolute complete pack of... Hayden gets it. Hayden gets 4th place, but he has a queue in front of him of 1, 2, 3 back markers involved in their own dice. Where can James get them? They're coming under bridge now. Oh no, he didn't. Oh no, he didn't. 1, 2 of them.
Oh, James Hayden, hot knife through butter. Take that.
Plater's going around the outside of number... Oh,
go on,
and now inside that one.
Oh, that's artistry.
That is great riding from Steve Plater.
Here we go then, Neil Hodgson, back marker. Who is it? We'll take a look in a moment.
Lots of them.
Well, they'll be issued with offside fairly soon.
Brett Sampson.
Brett Sampson, yes, on... Well, I think he's on one of those Hondas, isn't he? The SP1.
He is.
They've not been the most successful machines in privateer hands this year. I think they're a bit... well, mind you, it is the first year of them coming out. Hodgson having to sit up a little bit there and take notice of where the back markers are. He's got them thick and fast. It's not going to be a problem for him because he has won the race, absolutely. He took his time with the back markers. The checker flag came out. Hodgson didn't need to make the pass. He got it all done. Hodgson crossing the line, 2.9 seconds in front of Chris Walker. That will be demoralising indeed. And we see a typically smooth and a typically, well, happy Neil Hodgson winning yet another British Superbike race. Superb result then for Neil Hodgson. He closes in on, of course, John Reynolds. Reynolds could only finish there in 3rd place. It's cost him dearly. Chris Walker, the meat and the sandwich out on the track. and Walker's championship aspirations are right intact. James Hayden is in 4th place, Steve Plater 5th, Mackenzie 6th, 7th is Hislop, and Paul Young in 8th place. That's the result of race 1 today. And before we go into race 2 in just a few minutes, it is John Reynolds with just a 1-point lead over Neil Hodgson. Hodgson is on a roll. Can Reynolds fight back? We'll find out very, very soon. Chris Walker, 170 points. He's 39 points adrift of Hodgson, but well, 6 rounds left to go, 12 races. We'll see after this one, of course. Hayden 4th, Hislop in 5th place, Mackenzie 6th, Plater 7th, and Crawford in 8th place. That's how the championship looks. We'll see part 2 at Silverstone in just a few moments. They're on the grid now. They've been on their siding lap. We've got the warm-up lap in a moment or two. We're going to take a very short break. Don't go too far away. Superbikes part 2 are coming up here on Sky, live and uninterrupted. Welcome back live. British Superbikes then, race 2 from Silverstone will be live and uninterrupted in just a moment or two. There we are, we're up in that building. A huge crowd here. The grandstand at Woodcote absolutely full up. This is where all the action comes up. Down on the grid, well, you can see the Superbikes are lined up already, and with them is Jonathan with the latest.
Yeah, as always, I'm going to have to be very quick here, but as you can see, we know what Hodgson can do. We know that he's going to be in a big battle with Reynolds himself. Has he got a great start, remember, off the last one? The question is, what can Walker do? Because in terms of the championship now, it's becoming more and more important that Walker scores big points here. Now, I was looking around for Paul Denning. I asked him, what are you going to do? What's the difference? There he is, the man out of my shot. Maybe just get a quick comment from him. Paul, what difference have you made? What are you going to do to try and win this one? Because we just said that, you know, Walker's really got to make an impression here.
We just need to get out front and wick it up a bit, and Neil's flying, so maybe the only way is a bit of blocking tactics and try and make a perfect start. Hope Neil doesn't get such a good one.
Yeah, it's a case of getting those early laps in, because he couldn't do that. He couldn't keep with him at the end of before, so I suppose he's going for a full-on start, yeah?
Well, he's always full on, so let's hope it's the same as ever.
Always full on. Look for those first few laps, though, guys. That's what's going to be so important to the end of this one. If Walking can get ahead, we could be in for some fun. Back to you.
Yes, indeed, Jonathan, that's about the size of it. We saw Hizzy get a really good start in that first start of this second race. I want to see that. I want to see Hizzy get up there and fight with the big boys again, because he should be there, Keith, shouldn't he?
Yeah, well, you're not going to hear, for a change, Julian, me argue with you on that point. Second race, then, of the day for the British Superbikes. Me and Jules in charge here.
In the house.
So then, looking down on the line, it's going to come under orders in a moment. I noticed, interestingly, that despite the fact that he threatened Hodgson and co with a bit of court action regarding penalties from Oulton Park, that Paul Denning was talking blocking tactics.
Yeah.
I wonder exactly what he means by that.
I wondered what that vocabulary meant. I was going to ask an expert, Keith. You're good soul.
Well, there you go. I never have too many blocking tactics from you when I'm on my way to the bar. But,
for half an hour.
Down on the grid for half an hour. Well, you know me better.
I can't see Michael Rutter on the grid.
No, it's very unhappy down there. I see Paul Young next to where Michael Rutter should be. Okay, time to watch the lights then. Got the green flag to start it with as far as the warm-up's concerned.
It's been a long time, Keith, hasn't it?
Stuff like that bit of black and white, that kind of thing.
Oh, you used to push start and mate, come on.
We did, you're absolutely right. In fact, I'm just trying to remember when I was push start when I was in last.
On the 350?
Yeah. I'm sure it was. Well, we're on the warm-up lap, forget about that.
We haven't had a 350 class for about 15 years.
Thank you. And you were slim.
Yes, indeed. I was probably rode here on a 350.
No, I can't believe that. Is she right?
I rode here once on an aerial arrow to see a Grand Prix.
Now, there was a good race.
I agree with you. Yes, if you're into ageing British two-strokes.
Instead, you can be into ageing British commentators. You've got two of them here in the commentary position.
Finest kind, matey.
I'll tell you what, I miss working with you, Jules.
It's been good fun this weekend. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's actually been a very good weekend from a racing point of view here at Silverstone.
That Supersport race was a gem, an absolute gem.
Well, I think we're in for something a bit special now here. I mean, qualifying has been very difficult here. The weather has been a little bit difficult. It's stayed dry. It's cooled down a fraction now.
We've been lucky with the weather.
We have been very lucky with the weather. Silverstone, I reckon old Dennis Rowe must have booked this weather.
He always said he had a direct line.
He does, yes.
He employed you once.
Yeah,
strange.
I think I was foisted on him. I think someone else employed me. He inherited me.
And it took him a while to get rid of you. Is that the...
I think Machini wanted to get rid of me.
Oh yes, that's one we'll go into over a drink at some point in time again.
As long as you're paying, I don't mind.
Yes, I want to hear your...
So then, let's hope that James Toseland there. James Toseland was very unlucky. He got taken out by John Crawford in the first part of this Superbike race. John Crawford was very apologetic to Claire a little bit earlier on.